NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports, presents the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships from Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln, Nebraska. And today, in Class C1, it's the 5th-ranked Minden Whippets at 29-6, taking on the Ord Chanticleers at 26-2. And good morning, everybody. I'm Larry Putney along with Kathy Wieskamp. Great to have you with us. We already have one championship in the book in Class D1. A terrific day for Bancroft Rosalie as they win their first ever. Now we move on, and I think this bracket would be considered maybe the upset bracket. Minden taking on Ord.
Definitely. Ord had only 2 losses this season. That was to Kearney Catholic. They upset them in the semifinal in a major game. Right. So I guess the 3rd time's a charm for them. So they're feeling really confident as they come into this final match. The Minden Whippets, however, they got in on a wild card, even to the state tournament. And so they're feeling that they're doing what they need to. They worked hard all season. That's how they got that wild card. They're here and wanting to have a chance to fight for the title.
Well, let's take a look at where both of these teams reside in the state, and you'll see that Minden and Ord both in the central part of the state. Ord is, mid-central and Minden south-central, so they're very familiar with one another. And you take a look at how they got to this state championship match. Ord, as you see in the second round there, the semifinals, knocked off Kearney Catholic, and as Kathy said, Kearney Catholic, the only team to beat them this year, had beaten them twice, so 3rd time was a charm. Ord moves into the championship. Minden benefited from Norfolk Catholic, which was the #1 seed, being beaten by Centennial. And then Minden trailed Centennial in that semifinal 0-2. Minden came all the way back, won 3 straight games, including an exciting 3rd game, 15-11 over Centennial to make it to the Class C1 state championship match. So it should be a good one. 5th seeded Minden taking on #3 seed Ord. Both of these teams coming in with hopes of a state championship, but both teams knew they had big obstacles before they got here, so they both must be just thrilled to be here.
Definitely. That's what they work hard all season long to get to this chance. And again, they beat some big foes, and so to be here is a big honor, and they want to take advantage of the chance they have in front of them.
Class C1 state championship coming up next. It's Minden and Ord. We'll have it all from Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District. Energy efficiency is important to us all. At Nebraska Public Power District, we're committed to helping everyone use less energy through new technologies like this compact fluorescent light bulb. Because when you reduce your energy costs, we all win. This message brought to you by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
And we're back at the Pershing Auditorium and minutes away from the Class C1 state championship. You know, NET Sports coverage of the NSAA Volleyball Championships is being carried live over the internet. So if you know friends or family who would like to watch today's events and don't have access to NET1, have them log on to our network website, netnebraska.org. Click sports, follow the prompts to high school volleyball. They'll be able to watch all the action live on the internet. Once again, That's netnebraska.org. This is a free service of NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. So the Minden Whippets and the Ord Chanticleers getting ready to do battle for the Class C1 state championship.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association, its member schools in U.S. Bank, welcome to the Pershing Center for the 2007 Class C1 State Championship Volleyball match. Today's match features the Ord High School Chanticleers versus the Whippets of Minden High School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in today's match. First for the home team, the Ord Chanticleers. Number 0, Bryn Barnes. Number 1, Kelly Peterson. Number 3, Riley Callan. Number 4, Desiree Erickson. Number 5, Mackenzie Daly. Number 6, Megan Cullers. Number 7, Kendra Novotny. Number 8, Brittany Reese. Number 9, Cassidy Kushak. Number 10, Katie O'Brien. Number 11, Abby Wolniak. Number 12, Kelsey Pelton. Number 15, Katrina Kusek. And number 16, Mallory Hagee. Assistant coaches for Ord are Carla Callan, Jen Remeride, Deb Valley. The head coach for the Chanticleers is Wendy Alexander. Now let's meet the visiting team, the Minden High School Whippets. Number 1, Rebecca Petz. Number 2, Lindsay Sartorius. Number 3, Sydney Grams. Number 4, Ellen Peterson. Number 5, Brittany Hollinger. Number 6, Sarah Taylor. Number 7, Neely Stadler. Number 8, Jenna Bunce. Number 9, Katarina Christensen. Number 10, Caitlin Jeldon. Number 11, Leanne Jameson. Number 14, McKenna Tenbenzel. Number 15, Erica Beck. Number 16, Ann Aarons. Assistant coaches for the Whippets are Allison Jameson, Chris Ostermer, and Julie Racka. The head coach for Minden is Ed Rouse. Today's match officials are Karen Schleter and Randy Schleter. The standby official is Jennifer Myers. And now, ladies, let's play volleyball.
And there are your officials, Karen and Randy Schleter. As we get ready for the Class C1 state championship between the Minden Whippets and the Ord Chanticleers. You know what a whippet is? Yes, I do. It's like a greyhound type dog. Yeah, very small, fast dog.
Like a racing kind of dog.
I had an opportunity to see Minden play a bit yesterday, and they are quick offensively. They'll run a lot of slides, and 2 or 3 athletes who look like they have a future in college volleyball. So we'll chronicle that as we go throughout this Class C1 state championship. Ord, meanwhile, has done a terrific job to get here. As we mentioned off the top, Ord has only lost 2 matches all year, and those both coming at the hands of Kearney Catholic, and they knocked off second-seeded Kearney Catholic to get to this championship match. So the Chanticleers come in ranked seeded 3rd. There you see the Whippets, 29-6 on the season. Their losses to Grand Island Central Catholic, Holdridge, Lexington, Hershey, and St. Paul. And Ord Chanticleers, led by Wendy Alexander, at 26-2. So Ord and Minden in Class C1. This is the 6th trip to the state tournament for the Chanticleers, and they have never won a state volleyball title. So Bancroft Rosalie able to do it in the first match of the day in Class D1, win its first ever state championship. Can the Chanticleers do it here in Class C1? The second match of the day on High School Volleyball Championship Saturday from Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln. So the Whippets will be in purple and to the left of your screen. The Ord Chanticleers in the red jerseys to the right. And to start things off for the Whippets, number 11, Leanne Jamison. Jamison, a 5'9" senior, outside hitter. She will play college volleyball next year, just not sure where, being recruited by several Nebraska colleges. A nice hustle, I like, by Rebecca Petz there to try to jog that down.
Kelly Peterson, nice first swing. That's got to feel good as you go out that first swing and you get a kill right off the bat.
Outside, Ann Ahrens. Good dig by Barnes. 2 hits called on Ord, all even a 1.
Welniak really pursuing the ball, didn't get squared, and the ball bounced and bobbled off her hands.
Here's Ellen Peterson, 5'9" junior middle. And that serve is long, and as we chronicled in our first match of the day, you may see a bit of that throughout the match. This is the depth of perception here, much longer ends at Pershing Auditorium.
Very few gymnasiums have this much space around the court, particularly on the ends. And it is adjustment. It's just a visual depth perception that players, once they get back there, serve once or twice, they should have it figured out and calculated.
Aaron's blocked back. They'll go back to her again. She pushes that across. And now on the slide, Jenna Bont. Outside, Peterson. And Peterson gets her second kill.
Peterson playing very strong and aggressive, does a nice job here getting her second kill.
Kelly Peterson, second on the team, 247 kills on the season. And now back to serve, Kendra Novotny. Novotny, a 5'7" junior. Set to Stadler. Stadler now outside Peterson again. Peterson tries the line. Petz was there. And a kill from the back row. That's Leanne Jamison.
Jamison totally prepared when her setter popped through the ball in the back row. Nice aggressive swing. She had 267 kills on the season. She is second for her team. So she's done that once or twice before.
And the serve once again from the Whippets is a bit long. So 4-2. Chanticleers on top early. And that serve wide as well. So 3 service errors thus far in game number 1.
Both teams just trying to get it figured out here. So not unusual.
Always those first game jitters in state championship matches. Peterson back row. Peterson just wide.
Peterson again, a very aggressive player, front row, back row. She's somebody who's going to be in the action and make herself a player who can help her team.
That's popped up and pushed outside. This time Riley Callan, and Riley Callan with the kill.
But called to the left on that second contact, sat in her hands a little too long, resulting in the left.
So 5-4 Minden. Serve Van Ahrens. On the slide, pushed across by Pelton. Now back outside. Here's Jamison. Jamison with the kill.
Jamison fortunate that that ball was touched. I think it looked like it was going long, but a good, nice, aggressive swing by Jamison.
Ahrens, a senior outside hitter at 5'11". Nice dump try. I'll go back to Brittany Hollinger. Now outside, Callan again.
Nice hard cut shot.
Good dig by Peterson. Longest rally of game 1 here. who comes away with it. Still kept alive. Whippets will send it over. Chanticleers swing, block back. Jamison there with the block.
And really that ball was set. Pelton was trying to come around behind, but the ball got passed too far, so she ended up having to be in front, really kind of putting her in an awkward position.
So Ord will take a timeout, down 7-4. Wendy Alexander will chat things over with the Ord Chanticleers. Well, folks, if you'd like a DVD copy of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships, you can log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET, or you can call 1-800-868-1868. NET Television is Nebraska's home for sports. You can pick up a complete set if you like, in all classes, A through all 6 of them, D2. And we'll have all the state championships throughout the day right here on NET statewide. So at our first time out, Minden on top of Ord. It's 7-4. Minden and Whippets, coached by Ed Rouse in his 13th year as the head coach. Has them at 29-6 this year. Ed yesterday remaining very calm as his Minden squad was down 2-0. We're gonna have a tip call there, so.
Touch call, both the line and the down official, Randy Schleter, both recognized and could even identify for the coach.
In the middle, quick to Stadler, good up. Pushed across. See where Sartorius goes now, in the middle. Outside, that's Callan. Callan blocked back, point Whippets.
Big block there by Hollinger, also helping in, squeezing in on that left side attack.
Number
8-5 Minden, and Minden now back to serve. Callan. Left side, boy, good up. Desiree Erickson there. Saved a ball that might have been wide. Swing and a kill by Jamison again.
Jamison really starting off very sharp here this morning, playing big in the back row as well. Here you get to see a strong swing in the front row, just sneaks it between the blocker's hands.
Stadler's serve into the net. Stadler, a sophomore middle for the Whippets. So now back to serve Kelsey Pelton, 5'10" junior from Ord. Punched up and then pushed across by Hollinger. Blocked back, Hollinger there. Brittany Hollinger, the 5'9" junior with the block.
Hollinger faced with a strong swing here, you can see, but look how she reaches across, stops it from crossing the tape.
Back to serve for the Whippets, Jenna Bonts. And Bonts with the ace right inside the line.
Kelsey Peterson was there, thought it was going to go wide, but lands right inside that sideline.
Bonts, a 5'5" senior defensive specialist, now serving. Right back to the same place to Peterson. And on the slide, Welniak pushes it across. Looked like Welniak was running the slide, but didn't think she was going to get the pass.
Right, was kind of trying to decoy more than actually be the offensive threat.
And that time it's just wide. So back to serve now, Riley Callan, 5'10" senior. Good up, pushed across now. See what Ord can do. In the middle, and the kill in the middle. That's Peterson again.
Peterson moved to the front row. She's somebody that they're going to go to. She had a great season, had 247 kills on the regular season. They want to utilize her as much as they can while she's up front.
On the slide, the other Peterson, Ellen on the other side of the net, can't terminate. Peterson in the middle, nope. That'll be outside of Welniak. Welniak dug. And Aaron's into the net.
Back row attack there, and Ann Aarons tried to turn it and let the ball drop.
Minden by 3 now. 12-9. Ord clawing its way back into it. Good dig by Barnes. And a better swing by Novotny. Kendra Novotny on the outside.
Novotny does a nice job going to the 6th zone, that middle back zone. Gets it to fly off the defender's hands.
Riley Callen's serve. Outside Jamison, and Leanne Jamison with another one.
Jamison is doing a great job up front. Nice shot. She took a little bit off that. Used a nice topspin wrist snap to get it to hit the floor.
There's Leanne Jamison, the senior, who will play her college volleyball next year at either Hastings, Doane, or Dana. Being recruited by all 3. Sorry, coaches, she did not give us the scoop on where she's going. Jamison into the net there. So Abby Welniak now, the 5'11 sophomore, back to serve for Ord. Outside, Aarons.
Aarons struggled a little bit here these first couple swings. She's just not getting that ball at her normal high contact point. It's catching the net.
Ord clawing its way back into it now at 13-12, down just 1. They go outside one more time. Aarons in back line.
There she got that ball up in the air, got on top of it, and she did a nice job really snapping it off with the wrist snap. You can see she keeps the hand high, fingers point to the floor, sending it down.
Right on the line. There's Ellen Peterson, a junior middle blocker, 5'9". Peterson outside, and not dug by Peterson.
Beautiful line shot there. Came in hard and swung very aggressively at that line. Look, you can see the block sets up inside, giving her that open shot.
Novotny back to serve again. On the slide, just tipped and saved, and pushed back across by Stadler.
Fingernails, I think, is all got on that one.
Outside, Aarons. Good dig. Aarons again. And that time Aarons puts it away. Ann Aarons, 297 kills on the year.
Led this team, but just a big high contact attacker. She comes in very aggressive. You can see a lot of arm helping pop her body up in the air.
Here's Lindsay Sartorius serving. Sartorius, the setter. Sartorius goes behind her. Hollinger pushes it across. And the kill by Peterson, Kelly Peterson.
Peterson off to a good start, has played very well in the front row. Thing that's been very impressive, she's mixing up, using different shots, reading what her blocking scheme is across the net, and hitting accordingly.
There's Kelly Peterson, who led this team with 46 aces on the year, forces an overpass there. And a dump kill, Desiree Erickson.
Desiree Erickson, coach says she's really a quiet player as far as verbally, but she is such a great leader for this team. She's a key player for them, very poised, and really runs this team.
Tried to push to the middle, but Barnes there. Peterson slaps it over. Not two hits called on Ord, no point.
Right. It's really Erickson trying to get behind the ball. She's pulled off the net, but really still trying to use her hands. Didn't get a clean contact.
So back and forth, game number 1, 16-15. No one taking a clear advantage here. And that's block back, double block, Hollinger and Stadler.
Stadler really doing a tremendous job getting there and getting close. And when she was there, you can see you can look at her feet to make sure she closed to the outside. Great technique.
Aarons with the serve. Middle block back. Nice block, Stadler.
Stadler back again. Neely is up there and ready. She's playing strong at the net. That's what she does best. This season, she had, I believe, 26 blocks, leading, second to Ann Aarons, but doing a tremendous job right here.
Stadler up there in all those stats, kills, aces, blocks. And that swing by Peterson into the net. So Minden opening up a bit of a lead here at 19-15. 3 straight points on the serve of Ann Ahrens, and Wendy Alexander wants to take a timeout for Ord. LNET has been delivering exciting sports action into your living room for many years, and now you can join the Sports Partners Club to ensure that your favorite sports programs continue. To learn how to become a member, a charter member of the Sports Partners Club, log on to netnebraska.org/sports. You can receive a charter member gift certificate, the duffel bag you see there, poster of the famous Matt Davison catch. Help us deliver inspiring sports action by supporting the NET Sports Partners Club. Log on to netnebraska.org/sports and become a member today. So Minden and Ord here in game number 1 of the Class C1 state championship game, and Minden with 3 straight on a run by Ann Ahrens at the service line, up 19-15. Wendy Alexander talked it over with her Ord squad, and they're back out on the floor. Ahrens this time into the net. That's what you hope to coax out of a timeout.
Definitely, Coach Alexander. She gets a point for that. We always on the coaching staff that was an effective timeout. Got the results looking for.
Outside to Jamison. Tipped across. Nice diving save by Sartorius. Sartorius again keeping it alive.
Great defense.
Jamison pushes it across, and Jamison found the open area.
Jamison got pulled in on that ball, and Ord's defense slid in with her. She knew enough to recognize that, gets her hand and turns it back to the right side.
There's Neely Stadler with the serve. Outside, Riley Callan. Boy, what an up by Sartorius. She
doing the splits a couple times out there pursuing balls.
She has kind of that
like a hurdler pose.
Oh, yeah, when she goes after that ball.
Looks like it hurts though, but she keeps getting up and keeps going after balls.
I don't know if you could hear it at home, but there were groans out of the crowd on both of those. I was one of them.
Big swing there by Hollinger. Line shot comes in with a lot of power. Goes right at Peterson.
Jenna Bontz now to serve, the senior defensive specialist. Handled by Barnes. Peterson will get the swing on it. Open floor, Peterson with the kill.
Nice job there by Peterson. Takes a little bit off the defense of Minden. Was cupped around. She drops it in front of all players.
Callan serve. Sartorius outside Jamison. Kept up by Barnes. Jamison again. And that time Jamison with the kill.
Jamison adjusted her shot. She hit more of a flat shot, aiming at the high hands. Got it to kind of ricochet high and out of the reach of the defense.
Now Jamison back to serve. And a kill on the right side, Abby Welniak. Welniak, the sophomore.
Welniak coming hard angle underneath the blockers. Here you can see, actually, yep, I thought maybe she popped it through, but nope, she goes underneath the arms for that cut shot.
And Welniak now to serve. 22-19, Minden. Pushed across, nice smart play there by Ellen Peterson.
Ellen Peterson came around real hard and aggressive. The ball wasn't in good position for her to swing hard at. Just tips it right over the blocker's hands and gets it to fall.
So now Peterson to serve, 2 away from game number 1. Minden on top 23-19. Outside Peterson, and a nice swing. That's Kelly Peterson for Ord.
Sartorius has been giving her that line, and Peterson has recognized it. You can see, look at how much line she's been given, and she's executed perfect.
Minden by 3. Sartorius sets Ahrens. Ahrens blocked back. Nice block by Ord within 2.
I think Kelsey Pelton was in on that big strong block. I'm kind of blocked by the official. Here we get, yes, you can see on the replay. Good job getting over there, closing and being solid when the attack came.
Novotny still serving now. Out to Ahrens again, blocked again. back-to-back blocks on Ann Aarons.
And Kelsey Pelton right in the middle of that, doing a tremendous job, working hard to close the block.
Ord pulls to within one at 23-22, and head coach Ed Rouse will take a timeout. You can join NET Television in honoring Americans who have served or are currently serving in the United States military. NET will broadcast a special honor roll tomorrow in tribute to the men and women who protect our freedom. Join us as we present the Nebraska Veterans Honor Roll tomorrow at noon and 6 Central Time only on NET1. So at 23-19, it looked like Minden had the opportunity to take game one, but back comes Ord. They've run 3 in a row to pull to within 1. And there are those Whippet fans, the tie-dyed pink and purple.
It's fun to see the student body and the community here, and again, collectively, obviously, they've organized themselves to come in here and help support this team and generate a little motivation from the stands.
So again, Novotny back to serve. Ord within 1. Game number 1, C1 state championship. Popped right over, kept alive.
Fall through on that snap there on the swing net. And so the Whippets, goes to Minden. Ord in the net.
So now it's game point for the Whippets, and the Minden fans on their feet. Slide, push back and out. 24-23 now. It still will be game point for Minden.
Peterson, Peterson coming around on that slide, trying to take advantage. She had a big block in Aarons.
Back row. Jamison into the net, all even. A timeout again. So Ed Rouse will take a timeout even at 24 here in game number 1 of the C1 state championship. Well, tonight after the Class C2 game, you can watch a moving tribute as Nebraska World War II veterans tell their story. This NET-produced production is a tribute to the servicemen and women who served during World War II. You don't want to miss the war. Nebraska stories following the Class C2 championship tonight on NET1. And throughout the day here on NET, we will have state championships for you. Began this morning with Bancroft Rosalie in Class D1. And now Minden and Ord in C1. All even at game number 1, 24-24. Sartorius in the middle, and the swing is long. Ord comes from behind to take a lead. They trailed at one point, 23-19. They put a 6-1 run together, and now Ord, game point. Overpass, tip back. A lift called. Game number 1 goes to the Chanticleers. Ord storms from behind and takes game number 1 over the Minden Whippets, 26-24.
The headaches were changing my daily routine.
Migraines caused Karen to see a neurologist who recommended a prescription.
I didn't want the drugs. And that's when she said to start walking. And so I started walking, and I haven't had a headache since. I'm a lot healthier than I was, and I can accomplish a lot more because I feel better. I just let Blue Cross Blue Shield know that I was living proof that walking does work.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
The blues are good for you.
It takes hard work and dedication to excel in volleyball. The Volleyball Center in Omaha offers experienced coaching to train young athletes and a facility designed for competitive volleyball play. The Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club offers opportunities for competitive athletes. Tryouts are extended to athletes who desire to compete at the highest levels in volleyball. Information available at 402-706-4109.
time on Wired Science. Restless leg syndrome.
It sounds like a joke.
The real deal or a drug marketing opportunity? 50 years after Sputnik,
It's not really science so much anymore.
the big business of satellites. And a cool home science project takes off.
Wednesday night at 7 Central Time on NET1.
Coverage of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships is provided in part by NPPD, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. The Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club, training volleyball athletes for all levels of success. 402-706-4109. And welcome back to Pershing in Lincoln, Nebraska, where Ord takes game number 1 over Minden 26-24. So they lead 1-0 in this best-of-5 battle for the C1 state title. Here's a look at the statistics.
Very evenly matched, as we might expect. The game, Ord a little bit on top with the kills. Minden one up on digs, but other than that, well, Minden 2 leading in blocks. But other than that, very evenly first game.
Well, being down, nothing new for the Whippets. We talked earlier about their semifinal match against Centennial. They were down 2-0, and it looked bad in game 3, and they came from behind to take the last 3 games and win it 3-2 to get here today. And Minden starts off game number 1 with the kill, so they're up 1-0.
And Minden, that game 1 could go either way, but it feels very pivotal, you know, as you get started. So Minden comes out very strong right away, wanting to make sure that they are aggressive. There we go. That's exactly what they need. And Aarons trying to look around. The official, I believe, sends that right back at Ord.
So it's 2-0 now. Whippets, 29-6 on the year. Outside, Novotny, or Welniak, I'm sorry. And a kill in the middle one more time. Now it's 3-0. Minden off to a quick start.
And Aarons again being very aggressive up at the net. She's up in the middle. That quick transition, strong swing, goes for a kill.
Jamison to serve. Welniak off the block. Pushed across. In the middle, Peterson. And Peterson with a kill.
Peterson coming this time from the middle. We've seen her on the outside. We've seen her slide around. Here she comes strong in the middle and takes it off to the right side at the Minden setter.
Welniak back to serve. And a kill in the middle by Ellen Peterson.
Ellen Peterson from the right side hitting that 6 zone. That's usually a vulnerable area. Either you put a player there to cover a lot of those balls or you cover the corners. You got to commit to one or the other.
Good dig by Peterson. And into the net, 4 hits called on Minden.
Jamison just didn't get underneath the ball, wasn't high enough, couldn't get it over the tape.
Kendra Novotny now to serve. A junior from Ord. Overpass. Nice job to keep it over.
Called the left, sat down on her. You can see her hands flip back and it just kind of sat there.
Nice work by Sartorius at the net, the junior setter. And now Sartorius goes back to serve. Sartorius, the daughter of former UNK head volleyball coach, Patty Sartorius. She might know a thing or two about setting, I suppose, then.
She probably got a little one-on-one training.
You'll see a few coaches' kids today.
Yes.
A pretty good setter later in the day at 5 o'clock.
Bridget Root stepping up for Grand Island. Her dad's the coach.
5-3 Minden. I'm glad you pointed that one out. I was thinking about John Cook's daughter.
Oh, is that the 5 o'clock?
That's just long.
Oh, just in.
They call it in.
Yep.
So 6-5 now. Minden with the point there. Outside, Callan, and Callan finds the open floor. Nice swing.
Big swing. Callan does a nice job working hard to get in transition on that attack.
Callan led Ord this year, 271 kills, and you see her right off the arm.
Nice, strong approach.
Riley Callan and Kelly Peterson led this Ord squad all year long. Good dig there. Point Ord.
Lift called there. I'm not a great angle, but I believe that was Stadler in the middle.
And a swing there by Welniak is wide, so 7-5 Minden. And back to serve now, Neely Stadler. Stadler, 42 aces on the season. That's second on the squad. And that's set a little too close to the net. Nothing that Callan could do with that one.
Tough ball, tight ball there. She had to accelerate even just to get her fingertips on it, but wasn't in a position she could make any play. Tough serve, though. It created a lot of that.
Kept up, we're gonna have a lift call.
There's one Callan could drive at. She really got off the net and was able to drive to the ball, and that's when she gets a lot of power on it.
Here's Kelsey Pelton back to serve. In the middle. And Peterson puts it down.
Defense froze. Peterson sitting in middle back. Felt like it was going long, but landed in. Here we get a chance to see again. Peterson, nice strong swing. Drops it right in.
We talked about balance, and Minden certainly has it. Peterson with over 100 kills this year. Stadler had more than 100. Jamison 267 and Ahrens 297. So while you have your two big guns in Jamison and Ahrens, a lot of contributions coming out of both Peterson and Stadler as well.
And to be balanced is just such a benefit, because then if somebody's having trouble or somebody's being keyed in on, and it keeps the opponent off balance as well. So there's so many advantages you get to having several attackers that can be effective for you.
Wendy Alexander of Ord will take a timeout with Minden on top 10-6. You know, Thursday, November 29th on NET television, take a master's class in murder. Nebraska Wesleyan University crime scene investigators in training learn there's more at stake in this game than just getting a good grade. Plus, you can go to court with the team of Nebraska CSIs as they build the case against a killer who made sure the victim would never be found. Watch NET's documentary Murder House, Thursday, November 29th at 7 Central on NET1. There are the Minden fans, the rowdy crowd. 0708 with the pink tie-dye.
They even got a name for their crew.
That's right.
I love that. Super fan support.
And there's your Ord crowd as well. And
they're all dressed as well.
The Ord chants. Served there by Jenna Bonts. Good swing out of the back row by Callan. And a nice dig by Peterson. Outside Callan again. Callan inside back line.
Callan, if she gets the ball, she can drive too. She is tough. She really accelerates and explodes in after the ball.
There's Callan serving now, short serve. Pushed across, that's about all Jamison could do with that one. Bumps up back row, Sartorius sends it over. Set outside. Novotny can't get it down. Back row, but long. Ahrens.
Great job by Minden to even get an attack off the ball. Really pulled their setter off the net, but Ahrens just a little long.
Sartorius behind her. Peterson on the tip. Back outside. Novotny.
Novotny takes that shot, sharp cut shot, rolls it off the inside of her hand. You can see the rotation of the wrist, directs that ball right where she wants it.
Wendy Alexander up off her chair after that one, but stopped by Peterson on the slide.
Coming right down the line, fast and hard. Kind of even hit the line judge, but she held her position. Great job and made the call.
Leanne Jamison served. Outside Peterson. And Peterson gets another kill. Kelly Peterson.
Peterson has really been effective making that line shot. She's got Sartorius up there, and that's sometimes a hard hit for some attackers. They have a tendency to go cross court, but she's doing a tremendous job and very consistent on that line shot.
Big swing by Ahrens. Doug Barnes right there. Tip shot. Peterson can't get that down. They'll push it into the open area. Barnes there again, outside. Here's Novotny. Novotny kept alive. Great hustle by Jamison to keep it up. Peterson on the slide. Now Ahrens. Novotny again.
Defensive rally here.
And finally put away.
Ahrens and Jamison, they're all kind of looking at each other like, thank goodness, we got it.
There's less celebration and more relief in that reaction. Now Ellen Peterson to serve, the junior. And that's going to be in. Back line, Novotny with the kill.
Novotny just catches that back line right in the middle of the court. Here she comes inside, kind of goes through the gap of the blocker's hands.
12-11. Minden on top of the chance. Good dig by Novotny. Pushed over. Ahrens swings into the net.
Ahrens had 3 swings in that rally. She took it cross court, she took it line, and this last one she was unable to get it across the net, but working very hard on the outside.
Even at 12. Here's Novotny. Ahrens again into the net.
Ahrens off the net, just needed a just and alter swing. Keep it in play.
And so at 13-10, Minden on top. Head coach Ed Rouse will take a timeout and talk to his Whippets. Be sure to join us on Tuesday night at 7 Central and join Kevin Kugler and Adrian Fiala for Big Red Wrap-Up, Nebraska's only statewide weekly sports program. They'll have analysis and highlights of today's Kansas State game. Big Red Wrap-Up brings you inside the game of Husker football. You don't want to miss it on Tuesday nights at 7 Central on NET1 or live on the web at netnebraska.org. Sam Keller will be joining the gang. It'll be interesting to hear what Sam says about Husker football to date. We'll see if Nebraska can break that 5-game losing streak. Keller, of course, injured and out for the rest of the year. So it'll be good to talk to Sam on Tuesday night on Big Red Wrap-Up. Here at Pershing Auditorium, it's Ord on top of Minden 13-12. The chance, 24-2 on the year. Minden came in at 29-6. But Ord, in order to get here, avenged its only losses of the season against Kearney Catholic. There's head coach Ed Rouse, 13th year as the head coach. His club getting in via the wild card after losing to St. Paul in the tournament. And they've made the most of that wild card berth. And the ace.
Out of the timeout, tough serve here by Ord, particularly Kindred Novotny. Comes out very aggressive. Tough serving is one of the things that is critical. And she's back there doing exactly that.
So Sarah Taylor now comes in, the 5'4" junior defensive specialist, to pass off of the serve of Novotny. They'll go right at her. Taken instead by Bonts. Back row. Callan doesn't terminate. Outside, Ahrens. Boy, what a dig there. Ahrens again. Another nice up by Novotny. Again, Ahrens. And they'll just keep going to her. Why not?
Keep jumping, girl. You can do it.
Outside Peterson. Into the net, called on Minden. Another point for Ord. Ord takes a 3-point lead here in game 2.
Aaron's working very hard on the outside. They're being forced to continue to push it out there because their ball handling is pulling the setter off the net. That's really their only attack option, but you got to credit her for getting out and getting the swing on it each time.
Outside to Stadler. Stadler blocked back. Desiree Erickson there.
Erickson and Pelton right in the middle. Strong blocking. See good teamwork there as they close the block and force the ball right back at the Whippets.
So now a 4-point advantage by the Chanticleers. 16-12. Novotny on a run here from the service line. Pushed across. And a point, Whippets.
Erickson trying to make a tough set using forearm pass. Wasn't able to get it up and available for an attacker.
Sartorius serves into the net.
They worked so hard to get it back. That is not what they wanted to happen there.
Well, both of the breaks not going Minden's way. Out of the timeout, they have an ace thrown at them, and then as soon as they do break the run, they have a service error. But a good swing there, and Ahrens finally terminates.
Ahrens gets it through the block here, and they've been, and really Ord's been digging tough. Here she sneaks it through the gap. You can see not quite closed, and puts it to the floor.
Ahrens served just long, inches long.
Very close.
So back to serve for Ord now is Desiree Erickson. Erickson with a tough serve, kept alive. Callan with the big swing from the left side of the kill.
And exactly what Ord needed to do. They got a free ball back. That gave Callan a lot of room to get off and drive to the ball.
Erickson again. Good block. Both Welniak and Pelton.
Pelton worked hard to get out there. She didn't have it closed last time, but she got there this time. Great job working.
Abby Welniak, number 11. Kelsey Pelton, number 12. Right there to send it back. 2014, Ord on top. They'll go outside. Jamison into the net. Minden beginning to get a bit rattled.
You can see just some frustration, some unforced errors. They just need to take a breather here. Coach thinks the same thing.
And Rouse recognizes it. Ord out to a 7-point advantage at 21-14. Now become a corporate sponsor and help support quality programming. You can support Nebraska high school sports and NET television by calling 1-800-634-6788 and become a corporate sponsor and help terrific programming like sports on Nebraska NET. Of course, this week, this Saturday, today all day, high school volleyball championships. Next week on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from Memorial Stadium, we'll be bringing you the state high school football championships as well. So a couple of jam-packed weekends of high school championship sports statewide on NET. And earlier this morning, when Class D1 Bancroft Rosalie over Humphrey St. Francis to put the first state championship in the books for the day. And right now, Ord on top of Minden, 1-0. They lead here in game number 2 at 21-14. Let's see if what Ed Rouse had to say can pay off. Desiree Erickson back to serve. Blocked back, but kept alive. Callan tried to find the open floor, didn't. And a cross-court kill, nice swing.
I believe it, again, trying to see around there. It's, here we get a chance to see a good, solid look. Hollinger. She's had a couple nice cross-court shots today.
Good set by Erickson. Boy, Erickson put that right on the pin. Desiree Erickson with the set and a big swing by Pelton.
Big swing by Pelton, comes in, strong approach, look at her, solid, pops it up there, like the nice wrist snap, kept the hand high, puts it right in the court.
That swing wide by Jamison.
Jamison trying that line shot, it's been open, just wasn't able to execute.
And now Pelton to serve, the junior middle blocker. And now they're getting untrapped. Yep.
Second time, she says, give it back to me. Does a nice shot, comes in a lot of power on that shot.
Now back to serve for the Whippets. Number 8, Jenna Bonts, the 5'5" senior defensive specialist. Bonts will try to rally the Whippets from the 7-point deficit. Whippets called into the net.
Callan, another kill here. You see her attacking out of the middle, working the edges. Blockers got to stay very focused and balanced. And if they don't, that sometimes creates some of those net violations.
So game point for Ord at 24-16. Riley Callan back to serve for it. Trying to give Ord a 2-0 lead, and she does it with the ace. And concern for Leanne Jamison, who went hard.
And her head even ran into the media table, I believe.
And Rouse over to look at her. She appears to be okay. We'll check that after the break. But after 2 games, it's the Ord Chanticleers on top. 2 games done. They win here in game number 2, 25-16.
Some people tell me it's just a game, but it's more than that, at least to me. It's a good block at the net. It's an ace on the first serve. It's the cheer of the crowd and a lifetime of loving the game.
The Nebraska Public Power District congratulates every player and coach who plays the game safely, with spirit, integrity, and pride. Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us. Together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
Coverage of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships is provided in part by NPPD, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. The Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska, the Blues are good for you. Time Warner Cable, proud to provide the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships through Nebraska On Demand, available on Channel 101. And by Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment. Well, there you see it through 2 games. Ord on top. They won the first one 26-24 in comeback fashion and led nearly the entire game 2, 25-16. And the stats, Ord in control.
Ord in control, but it's really very balanced on the kills. I mean, if you look at the stats, the second game was 25-16. We started out game 1 26-24 very evenly. They still seemed very evenly all the way down. Kind of surprising, but really Ord controlled in game 2.
Yeah, you look at stats, you wouldn't know it's a 2-0 lead. You're right, Kathy. And we have a point for Minden right off. Looks like maybe a lift called on Ord. So back to serve for Minden is Leanne Jamison. Jamison, the senior outside, one of the leaders of this Minden squad. Peterson off the block, and Peterson with a nice swing, tool in the block.
Peterson really making good decisions up at the net as she's swinging, reading what the block situation is. If they're not there, she takes it hard. If, in this case, the blocker's hands are up, she tools it off of them.
Abby Welniak serves. Sartorius goes behind her. Good tip to get to it by Peterson. Now, Novotny couldn't terminate and pushed across. Middle Peterson. Tip, kill Peterson.
Tried to run that quick transition. Peterson didn't have enough time quite to swing hard at it. Nice decision, tips it right over, falls to the floor.
And an ace. Abby Welniak with an ace.
Tough serve. Ord has really served tough, particularly in game 2. That really, I felt, was a difference maker. They served aggressively, and it made it difficult for Minden to run their offense, giving them easier balls.
Outside Ahrens. Ahrens off the block and gets the kill.
Big drive and swing there by Ahrens. That's a ball she likes. It's up, it's high. She was able to get off and drive hard. You can see she had line, worked off the hands of the blocker as well.
And Ahrens also deciding where she will attend college next year. Ahrens being recruited by several schools around the state. And a kill there by Ahrens. She's considering Wayne State, UNO, Bellevue, Hastings. A lot of the local programs interested in Ann Ahrens, the 5'11" senior outside hitter. That's served by Peterson into the net. And Kendra Novotny now back to serve. And a 1-point advantage for Ord. Back-to-back service errors for both teams. Lindsay Sartorius, another of the future college volleyball players on the Minden Whippets squad. And she too has a service error. So that's back-to-back-to-back.
Yes, I believe. See if Peterson can break the string. This is a good string to break.
Yes. Well, she has 50 service aces on the year, so that won't be one of those, but it's not a service error either. Outside and a big swing. Good dig and a great save by Sartorius.
Callan in there, just a miscue between Setter and Callan. Trying to come in a little different area, but big swing, great defense though by Minden to keep that ball alive.
Here's Ann Ahrens. Pushed outside. Callan blocked back. Good block. Neely Stadler.
Neely right there worked hard to get close. She had good setup there also by Hollinger. You can see great work working together on that block.
Those are tough when you're trying to come from behind.
Definitely that you get kind of double whammy there.
Yeah.
You lose some energy and you hand that ball and a point to the opponent.
Push to the back, Peterson handled. Outside cross court and the kill, Welniak.
Welniak, nice sharp cross court. Ord has hit that sharp angle from the right side. It's been very effective for him. They continue to make that shot from that side of the net.
Jamison, boy. Jamison with the kill. Callan made a nice diving dig, but couldn't keep it up. So the kill, and the point goes to Minden. All even at 7 here in game number 3. In back line, ace, Neely Stadler.
Good strong serve communication between the serve-receive players out on the floor.
And that time into the net. I believe that's 3 this game on Minden, 3 service errors.
It's frustrating, and it's very difficult to get something going when that just really deflates you.
Jamison punched it across, and Jamison with the kill.
Strong move there by Jamison, popped right back up. She throws it right to the floor on the Ord side. Look at the strong move. She goes up at the net.
Jenna Bont served.
Great
and
swing
tip.
there. Callan goes at the hands of the blocker. Big block in front of her with Ellen Peterson, but she goes hard at her.
Good serve by Callan. And a dig. Outside. And Novotny gets credit for the kill. Ord now on top 10-9. Callan still serving. Sartorius outside to Jamison. Popped up. Lift called. Well, neither team seems really in sync here in game number 3. It's kind of been a
missed
back and
serves,
forth. Yep.
missed cues, just some not real clean, sharp play.
Which we were so impressed with, which we saw early in games 1 and 2, was nice, crisp, in-offense play, and they've kind of gotten away from it here in game number 3, although on that particular play, Kelly Peterson with they run their offense, and Peterson gets a good hand on it.
And again, it starts with serve reception. You get a good ball up to the setter, then you're in system, you can run, and you feel like you're organized, and you can play sharp.
All serving and passing. Where have we heard that before?
Yeah, it's a common theme, isn't it?
Good tip. Nice tip kill.
Sartorius, good timing there, read that well. Both just to see that open area in the court. Both teams kind of organizing themselves. She tries to keep Ord off balance.
Outside Peterson. And Peterson in the middle of the floor.
Peterson had one-on-one. Ahrens didn't get over to help on the block. And Peterson, a strong attacker, takes advantage.
(12-11). Ord still with the lead. Just long.
Aggressive serving here. Several of these there have been just slightly long off the baseline.
Barnes back in for Ord. And that's long as well. That's 4 now. Service errors on Minden, and I believe 3.
I think 3 also for Ord.
Outside and a long serve, no touch. Ahrens can't get that down. Point Ord.
Ahrens just isn't getting it snapped off. She's kind of giving herself a swing after the ball. Snap, 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 telling herself.
In the middle. And a kill by Stadler.
Stadler comes in, nice, good, quick transition there by Minden.
Ahrens serves down 1 and down 2 in games, 2-0. Again, make it 5.
Those are the things that coaches just sit at the bench and shake their head and try and take deep breaths.
You're hearing the groans as well from the Minden crowd. Yeah. Sartorius.
Incredible move there to stay out of the net.
Had a big swing and the kill by Callan.
Callan coming in, very powerful again on that swing. She just comes in so explosive. As a blocker, you got to think, oh no. But she really swings aggressively as she drives to the ball.
Listed at 5'10". Boy, she has a big swing. Jamison dug by Peterson. Callan again. Outside. Jamison blocked back. And
two big blocks there by Kelsey Pelton. Stayed balanced, kept a good, strong base position. Well done.
So that gives Ord a 4-point lead at 17-13. And a timeout for head coach Ed Rouse. Well, remember, you can watch as Nebraska Volleyball emerges as a national power in Dream Like a Champion, the story of Nebraska Volleyball. That'll air Tuesday night, December 4th at 8 p.m. on NET and NET HD. You can relive all of Nebraska's volleyball national championship wins, including that dream match at Quest Center last December. You'll appreciate the leadership and the vision of Coach Terry Pettit, the competitive spirit of John Cook as he prepares his team very methodically for a championship run. You know, to win Nebraska Volleyball must dream like a champion. You can mark your calendar for Tuesday, December 8th at 8 p.m. Dream Like a Champion. This special documentary presentation is produced by NET Sports, Nebraska's home for sports. December 4th at 8 p.m. So Ord by 4, it's 17-13, and as we told you off the top, Ord has never won a state volleyball championship. This is their 6th trip to the state tournament. Never won a state title. Jamison pushes it across. And 2 hits called on Ord.
As you mentioned too, not a real clean played game here, just with some unforced errors. Service, of course, coaches are shaking their head at, but then to some ball handling.
And a kill, Ord now by 4.
That right side attack coming cross court for Ord has been very effective. Each time they've made that attack, it has fallen for them.
Pelton served. And the tip kill.
Ellen Peterson just sneaks it over top the blocker's hands and gets it to fall.
Minden has only one state championship. That was back in 1980. Knocked off Columbus Lakeview in 3. Right down the line, a nice swing by Jamison.
Jamison aggressive. She's a strong player, a tough player. She comes hard at it, lines open. She works that deep corner.
Jenna Bont serves. Good up.
Great pursuit of balls.
In the net. Minden in the net.
So kill, big swing there by Novotny, drew the blockers into the net. Ord up by 3.
Callan serves. Sartorius goes outside. Jamison, Doug. And the block kept alive. Boy, great job by Ord to keep that up on the slide. The tip kill on the slide by Peterson.
Peterson has a couple in this series tipped the ball, really making the defensive Ord pursue those short balls. And she's got 2 quick kills here as she's rotated through the front.
Make it 6 now. 6 service errors in game 3 by Minden. Abby Welniak back to serve for Ord. Big swing by Peterson. Can't terminate. Peterson again, the tip this time, and got it.
Great read by Peterson. The defense was back down the line. She's been hitting that hard line shot. She caught him off guard with that short tip over top the blocker's hands. Great decision, great court vision.
And as we mentioned, Ord in its 6th time at the state meet. If you'd like a DVD copy of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships, you can log on to netnebraska.org and click on Shop NET or call 1-800-868-1868. NET Television is Nebraska's home for sports. We mentioned Ord in its 6th trip to the state tournament. Their last trip to state was back in 2002, and boy, that is a forgettable experience for Ord faithful. It was in 2002. They played Columbus SCOTUS, and they lost 15-0, 15-0. You don't see that happen too often.
Wow.
The last time they actually won a match before this year at state was back in 1982. You were in high school, right?
I was.
Wow. That was a long time ago then.
Years and years ago. That's ancient history.
That's right. 21-17 Ord. Nice up by Barnes. They'll throw the free ball over. Sartorius goes outside. Ahrens blocked back.
Huge block there by Peterson and Erickson up at the net. Just staying aggressive. Just really feeling confident right now.
Abby Welniak back to serve. Ord 3 away from its first ever state championship. Overpass. Kill. 2 away.
Kendra Novotny right there, popped up, she was there. Big swing at the ball.
23-17. Welniak again. Hit her in the shoulder. I think she tried to get out of the way, and it clipped the shoulder of Jenna Bonts. Ace. So the Ord Chanticleers up 24-17. 1 point away from the school's first ever state championship. And Wendy Alexander will make some substitutions, it looks like. In comes Cassidy Kuzak. Make it Kushak. Cassidy Kushak is into the game, as well as Katie O'Brien. Outside. Pushed into the middle, kept alive. Peterson. That's the match. Ord wins its first ever state championship. Congratulations to the Ord Chanticleers, finishing the year 25-2. They haven't been a state since 2002, haven't won a match at state since 1982, and they come out and they take the state championship from the Minden Whippets.
And just a great team effort. They worked hard together. They served tough, and that was key. They ran into a little tough spot in game 3, but got it back together, and at the end of the game, huge difference was the strong serving that they kind of got back online.
So Ord sweeps it. They're state champs in Class C1. We'll be back with the trophy presentation at Pershing Auditorium.
Programming is provided in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Escalator or stairs? It may seem like an easy choice, but the hard truth is the illness and disease that result from inactivity cost about $76 billion a year to treat. At Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska, we believe that cost is much too high, and not just in terms of money. So when it comes to keeping you healthy and keeping healthcare affordable, walking works. Your health, your choice.
It takes hard work and dedication to excel in volleyball. The Volleyball Center in Omaha offers experienced coaching to train young athletes and a facility designed for competitive volleyball play. The Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club offers opportunities for competitive athletes. Tryouts are extended to athletes who desire to compete at the highest levels in volleyball. Information available at 402-706-4109.
Hi, Kevin Kugler along with Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Huskers game with Kansas State, and our special guest will be injured Husker quarterback Sam Keller.
Join us next Tuesday for Big Red Wrap-Up here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
Coverage of the 2007 NSAA Volleyball Championships is provided in part by NPPD, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility. Education Quest Foundation, improving access to college through scholarships, grants, and college planning services. The Nebraska Soybean Board, encouraging the use of renewable biodiesel fuels for a healthier environment. For more information, nebraskasoybeans.org. And by Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club, training volleyball athletes for all levels of success. 402-706-4109. Now, welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska, Pershing Auditorium, where in Class C1, the Orange Chanticleers have knocked off the Minden Whippets in the state championship match, swept them off the floor 26-24, 25-16, and 25-17. Our public address announcer is Doc Weiniger, and he has the trophy presentations. Doc.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is delighted to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Board of Control members Max Kroger from Ord, Dr. Dallas Watkins from Dundee County Stratton, and U.S. Bank Representative Barry Gates. Here are the awards for Class C1 runner-up Minden High School. Well, head coach Ed Rouse and your assistants please step toward the middle of the court to present the silver medals to each team member. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 1, Rebecca Patz. Number 2, Lindsay Sartorius. Number 3, Sydney Grahams. Number 4, Ellen Peterson. Number 5, Brittany Hollinger. Number 6, Sarah Taylor. Number 7, Neely Stadler. Number 8, Jenna Bonds. Number 9, Katarina Christensen. Number 10, Caitlin Jeldon. Number 11, Leanne Jameson. Number 14, McKenna Tenbenzel. Number 15, Erica Beck. Number 16, Ann Aarons. And now, all of you are welcome to receive the runner-up trophy for your school. Congratulations, Minden High School. And now, to the champions, the Chanticleers. First, head coach Wendy Alexander, we have a special award for you. Now, coach, hand out the gold medals to your championship team members. Number 0, Bryn Barnes. Number 1, Kelly Peterson. Number 3, Riley Callan. Number 4, Desiree Erickson. Number 5, Mackenzie Daly. Number 6, Megan Cullers. Number 7, Kendra Novotny. Number 8, Brittany Reese. Number 9, Cassidy Kushak. Number 10, Katie O'Brien. Number 11, Abby Welniak. Number 12, Kelsey Pelton. Number 15, Katrina Kusak. Number 16, Mallory Hagee. And now, for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2007 Class C1 State Volleyball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Ord High School.
Well, what a thrill it must be for the Ord Chanticleers in that class of 2007 to know that you'll go down in Ord history. They'll never forget you were the class that won the school's first ever state championship. Congratulations to the Ord Chanticleers, Class C1. They're the state champs. We'll be back. Kathy will have a word with them in just a moment.
Programming provided by Nebraska Public Power District.
Energy efficiency is important to us all. At Nebraska Public Power District, we're committed to helping everyone use less energy through new technologies like this compact fluorescent light bulb. Because when you reduce your energy costs, we all win. This message brought to you by the Nebraska Public Power District, always there when you need us, together with your local public power utility.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by Education Quest Foundation. For over 20 years, Education Quest has provided free college planning resources to help students search colleges, search for scholarships, complete financial aid applications, and learn more about student loans. Education Quest is located in Kearney, Lincoln, and Omaha. Appointments available at 800-666-3721.
Rising from acres of Midwestern farm fields, a revolution is coming. A new era of energy independence from foreign oil. It's called soy biodiesel. Made with soybean oil, this fuel is a sustainable, renewable resource. America, it's time for an oil change. Soy biodiesel, grown in the Midwest.
We're Working together, Catholic schools and parents are instilling a foundation for life and forming tomorrow's leaders, giving young people the tools and values they need to learn, to achieve their dreams, to grow spiritually, and to serve others in need. The Nebraska Federation of Catholic School Parents, supporting schools that enrich Nebraska communities and promoting educational choice through identity, unity, collaboration, and empowerment.
Hi, Kevin Kugler along with Adrian Fiala, inviting you to join us for Big Red Wrap-Up.
Kevin will recap the Huskers game with Kansas State, and our special guest will be injured Husker quarterback Sam Keller.
Join us next Tuesday for Big Red Wrap-Up here on NET, Nebraska's home for sports.
Join NET Television in honoring Americans who have served or are currently serving in the United States military. NET will broadcast a special honor roll in tribute to the men and women who protect our freedom. Please watch Nebraska Veterans Honor Roll. Sunday at noon and 6 Central Time on NET1.
And welcome back to the Pershing Auditorium. The Class C1 State Championship in the books, and Ord wins its first ever state championship. Kathy is joined by the head coach.
Congratulations, Coach. This is Coach Anderson here. It's got to be, I'm sorry, Alexander, I'm sorry. You're the winning coach. We got to know that. Congratulations. Your team has worked hard all season, been tested throughout the season. This has got to be a great finish.
You know, they have. We started back in June in the weight room, and the girls just worked extremely hard in the off season, and so this is very deserving.
You had 2 losses only this season, Kearney Catholic. You had one more shot at them yesterday. It's got to feel good to come out this time of year. This is when you want that win. It had to feel good. And how did your team feel, and what did they say after that?
You know, they were just really, really confident, especially after that St. Paul win. I feel like the Lou Platte Conference is extremely tough, and we've all made each other better. And we just have a lot of respect for the other schools in our conference, and it was a great finish to take those schools on again.
Definitely. Now, game of 3, serving was crazy. We were talking about the coaches sitting there. Your team, though, got back on track and then served very tough. Did you say anything to them? Did you tell them to relax, change anything, or did they just take care of that on their own?
You know, we just talked about in such a big facility like this, just concentrating on contact on the ball, and then working our way back to our deeper serves. We kind of like those deeper serves, but we took that away early on. And so I just think it showed a lot of composure on behalf of those girls. And I don't know that you can really coach that. They just kind of have that within.
You really, this is the first time your school has ever, you are making history. You are part of that history. What kind of things does this bode for the future? Is this something you can really build on with your next year's teams and in teams in the future?
You know, I think definitely we're going to build on this. And I'm just so happy to be a part of Ord, and this just really means a lot to our community. We had a huge fan support system here, and so we just want to share this with everybody.
So congratulations, a big community win, great win for your team. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Get a chance to talk to a couple of your players if you send them on over. I think we've got a couple they're interviewing and getting to talk to papers. Hi, congratulations. Desiree Erickson, setter, running the show out on the team. It's got to be fun, a great accomplishment to get to this point. Talk about, as you're in this finals match, what was going through your head as you stepped on the floor this morning?
I was just really excited. We knew we had to come out strong. Minden was a good, strong team. We knew blocking was really important and defense, and we just came out strong and did what we had to do.
Coach talked about a tough schedule this year and how that prepared you for this match. How do you feel that made a difference for you as you were challenged each night, each week you came out on the court?
We had a really tough schedule, and we just took it 1 point at a time and just tried to dominate each game.
Really, as you're out on the court, you're really verbally a quiet leader, but you're poised in how you handle yourself out on the court. It seems like your team looks to you for that leadership. What things did you tell your teams, and how did you kind of exude that confidence you have out on the court to them as you started this match?
We just kept saying 1 point at a time, come out strong and believe in each other and get the job done.
You got it done. You did a great job. Congratulations. Would you send one more of your teammates over? Kelly Peterson, congratulations. Game 1, you really got things going offensively up at the net. You've been a dynamic attacker for this team. It had to be a good feeling to come out here in the finals and have a strong match right from the get-go.
Yeah, we got down a little bit in the first set, but we came back 1 point at a time, and it really helped. We relied on our teammates.
Your team was challenged in the semifinals. We talked to the coach about Kearney Catholic. That's somebody you knew was a strong team. It had to feel very confident coming in today. What was your confidence level coming into this final?
We knew we had nothing to lose and that we were just going to come out and give it everything, and that's what we did.
Well, congratulations. A great win for you and your team.
Thank you.
Riley Callan, congratulations. You and Miss Peterson over there, kind of that 1-2 punch. Really, game one, she came out real strong. Game two, you set the stage, but not only your offense, defense. If you look at statistically, your defensive digs and your attacks were pretty balanced throughout the season. You really provided that here today. Is that something that's just as fun for you in the back row as the front row?
Yeah, actually, I prefer the back row. I just like Kelly to handle it up there. So
it's kind of a teamwork as you work together. This is the first win for your school, your team. This team never gets to be together again. It's got to feel great for you collectively. What advice would you give to next year, or where do you go next year as you look forward?
Well, our juniors right now are very strong, and their desire is perfect, and we're just handing that down. So we have a lot of younger kids that are really good in the program.
So you're leaving the legacy, a state championship. Congratulations, enjoy it, you, your team, and your whole community.
Thank you.
Well, Larry had a bunch of excited girls. There's a community that's backing them as well. They're excited. First state champion, it's got to feel great.
As I said, they'll always be remembered as the class that brought home the first trophy. So congratulations to Ord. They are the Class C1 state champs with a sweep of the Minden Whippets.
The headaches were changing my daily routine.
Migraines caused Karen to see a neurologist who recommended a prescription.
I didn't want the drugs, and that's when she said to start walking. And so I started walking, and I haven't had a headache since. I'm a lot healthier than I was, and I can accomplish a lot more because I feel better. I just let Blue Cross Blue Shield know that I was living proof that walking does work.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska.
The blues are good for you.
It takes hard work and dedication to excel in volleyball. The Volleyball Center in Omaha offers experienced coaching to train young athletes and a facility designed for competitive volleyball play. The Nebraska Elite Volleyball Club offers opportunities for competitive athletes. Tryouts are extended to athletes who desire to compete at the highest levels in volleyball. Information available at 402-706-4109.
Save this Sunday for the planes.
How cool is that?
And the Parliament.
We're talking about the survival of the planet.
For orphaned kittens.
I was already getting very attached to both of them.
And angry Britons.
Don't you ever speak to me like that. Do you understand?
Save this Sunday for Nature and Masterpiece Theater, The Cheetah Orphans, and The Amazing Mrs. Pritchard.
In their own words, Nebraska's World War II veterans tell their stories in this moving tribute to the men and women who served their nation.
I was 18 when I went through the program, I thought I was bulletproof, so what the hell,
The War, Nebraska Stories is a production of NET.
Tonight at 9:30 Central Time on NET1.
Join NET Television in honoring Americans who have served or are currently serving in the United States military. NET will broadcast a special honor roll in tribute to the men and women who protect our freedom. Please watch Nebraska Veterans Honor Roll. Sunday at noon and 6 Central Time on NET1.
And welcome back to Pershing Auditorium in Lincoln, Nebraska, the State High School Volleyball Championships. And in Class C1, the Ord Chanticleers knock off the Minden Whippets. Ord finishes the year 25-2 and wins the school's first ever state championship. A very excited Wendy Alexander and players that you talked to, and you got a sense that this really did. They kind of grasped what they were accomplishing today in winning their first ever title.
They really had a perspective. They knew that this was a big opportunity for them to be out there, and they were excited to be there and to also to follow through with it. Looking at stats, really pretty even all the way down, as we thought after game 2 they would be a little bit dispersed between them, but really they've stayed evenly throughout the match. Minden played a great game as they challenged Ord, but Ord comes out on top in a 3-0 sweep.
Well, congratulations to Minden on a terrific season. Minden knocks off Syracuse in the first round, then comes from behind to beat Centennial to get to the state championship match. So congratulations to both of these squads, Ord for winning the state championship and the Minden Whippets for a terrific season.
Definitely a great game here, and we've seen a great morning. These teams have played very well, and it's fun to see them here in its finals and execute and have a good match.
So the Chanticleers winning it in 3 straight, 26-24, 25-16, and 25-17 over Minden. And now the Chanticleers move on and try to build that program and see if they can get back down here as they lose a couple of outstanding seniors in Kelly Peterson and Riley Callan. Well, that'll do it. Ord knocks off Minden for the state championship in Class C1. The Class A state title is coming up next. Stay with us on NET.